cross anyway, either underneath you or one leg on top and half floated. Spine is nice and long and straight. Shoulders are stacked over hips. Core is engaged. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. And then we're just going to start with some slow breaths. So do a slow inhale, a pause, and an exhale and a pause. So inhaling all the way in. Pausing at the top. And then exhaling all the way out. Pausing at the bottom. Inhaling, thinking about drawing the breath all the way up through your tailbone, up through the top of your head. And then exhaling all the way back down. A couple more like that. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Giving yourself an opportunity to let your brain settle as you're breathing slowly and intentionally. Another breath here, inhaling and exhaling. All right, if your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and flutter them open. We'll add a little bit of movement with our breath here. Inhaling, you'll send your arms up overhead, reach up. And exhaling, cactus the arms as you bring them back down. Inhaling back up. And exhaling back down. One more like this. Inhaling up. And exhale, cactus the arms, open back down. And then you'll bring your hands behind your head so arms are bent, elbows are out nice and wide. Inhale, open the chest and the elbows back. Exhale, round the spine, draw the elbows together. So almost some seated cat-cows here. Inhale with some shoulder and arm opening. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding. And we'll take one more. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. We're going to come back up to a nice straight spine. We'll take a lean. So right hand comes off to the side of the mat. Left hand sweeps up. You lean towards the right. Stay here so you can find a little more length with your inhale. Exhale, maybe lean a little more. Chest stays nice and open. Really breathing in towards the side body here. And then come back to center. And we'll go the other way. So left hand up to the side of the mat. Right hand sweeps up. And then lean towards the left. Find a little more length with your inhale. Exhale, maybe lean a little more. Right hip is still on the mat. Chest is nice and open. And then coming back through to center. We'll add a twist here. So left hand comes to right knee. Lengthen your spine up. And then from your belly button up to the crown of your head, twist towards the back. Breathing. Last breath. And then unwind back. We'll twist the other way. Right hand to left knee. Left hand can post up behind you, lengthen through your spine, and twist. Continuing. One more breath here. And then unwind back to center. And then we'll walk our hands out forward for a nice lean. Keep your fingertips tinted, so just the fingertips are on the mat. You can release your head down. And then walking your hands up. And then hands behind your hips, lift your hips. Lengthen your spine, you can let your head go. And then come back. And then with the forward lean, it's always good to do that on both sides. So cross your legs, other leg on the bottom. It'll be a little awkward, but it helps to stretch both the hips out. And then again, we'll walk our hands out forward. Release the head and neck down. Take a breath. And then walking the hands in. Send your hands behind your hips, lift the hips up. Lengthen through the spine, release your head. And then setting the hips back down. All right, you can uncross your legs and your legs out in front of you. A little bit hips width apart, maybe a little bit wider. So your hands can stay behind your hips. And then you're just gonna start windshield wiping your knees back and forth. So I know we've got kind of a nice, slow, easy start today, but don't let that fool you. We've got a ladder flow plan, so lots of movement. So as always, do what feels good, skip what doesn't, adjust, modify. If you want to take this a little harder, you can bring your hands up over in front of your heart for your hands and use a little bit of core to do this. Now when you do this, you may start kind of walking on your mat. That's totally normal. Go once more in each direction. All right, and then coming back, find your mat again if you walked off of it. And we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. So hands directly under shoulders. Fingers are nice and wide. The creases of your wrists are facing the front of the mat. And then step your feet back, find the plank pose. We'll stay here. If you want to drop your knees down, you can. For 5. Engage in your core, lengthening through your spine. 3, 2, 1. Sending your hips up and back for your first down dog of the practice. So you can wiggle it out. You can pedal your feet, bend your knees, wag your tail. Take whatever movements your body's telling you need. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. And then find some stillness in your down dog here. Nice solid breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to step your right foot forward. Place it on the mat between your hands. We're going to find a low lunge. You can go ahead and bring your hands up onto your right quad. Think about engaging your left glute here. So engaging that glute helps you to shift your hips forward, to get into the left hip flexor, and also send your tailbone down so your pelvis is in the right shape. You want your front leg at about a 90-degree angle, so you don't want it pass beyond that. And then you can stay here, you can add a little side body stretch. Right hand comes to your right quad, left arm's gonna sweep up, and then lean towards the right. So really nice side body stretch here. So even though you're reaching with your left arm here, you still want your left shoulder blade engaged, so shoulders drawing down. Last breath. You're coming back up through the center. And then hands to the mat. You can lift your left knee up and step back for down dog. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. And then left foot steps forward. Other side. So low lunge. You can bring your hands up onto your left quad. So engaging the right glute this time. Sending the hips forward. Tailbone pointing down. You can stay here or add the side lean. So left hand's on your quad, right hand sweeps up, and then exhale, lean to the left this time. So really nice side body stretch on our right side. Staying and breathing. Last breath here. Then unwinding. Both hands come down to the mat. Lift your right knee, and then step back for a down dog. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. And then stepping up to the front of the mat, finding a ragdoll. So feet are hips width apart or maybe a little wider. Release your head and neck. You can grab opposite elbows. Maybe shake your head yes or no, or you can sway through your hips a little bit. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. And then release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms come up. And exhale, hands in the heart center. You can step your feet together. If you'd like to set an intention, you can do so now. An intention for your practice or for the day. All right, and then we'll get started. We're going to do one sun A, and then we'll do a sun B, and then we'll do a dancing warrior sun B, and then we'll add on to our ladder flow after that. So when we get to the ladder flow, once we've done our previous poses, we'll just do them for 1 breath, 1 movement, which is why we're doing really nice, solid, slow breaths today. And then each additional pose that we add on, we'll hold those for a little bit. All right, so starting with our sun A, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a plank for this first one. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 5 breaths here. Your heels are hidden behind your toes, so a slight internal rotation at the hips for that, or at the thighs rather. Weight is evenly distributed forwards and back. Releasing your head and neck, maybe even looking towards your belly button or at the horizon behind your heels. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your way up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms come all the way up. And exhale, hands in the heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Sun B. Inhale, find your chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. We'll take these slow. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat between your hands. Left heel drops down to the mat. Inhaling up, climbing your warrior one. And let's stay here. Right hip is drawing back. Left hip is forward. Shoulders are drawing down. And core is nice and engaged here. So like you gotta force it on. Last breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back and do your flow. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. Drop your right heel down to the mat. Come up, warrior one. We'll stay here. So same cues here. Left hip is drawing back, right hip is forward. You're bending the front knee. Shoulders are drawing down and pinkies are rotating in. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, put your hands down, step back, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 4 breaths. Spine is nice and long here. Arms are supporting you, so you're not dropping your chest through the gateway of your arms. Last breath. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float your way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Exhale, stand up to hands at heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. We'll do Sun B with Dancing Warrior. Bending the knees, finding your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. The left heel drops down to the mat. Inhaling up, warrior one. Exhaling, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm comes up. Exhale, pinwheel your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, drop your right heel down to the mat. Inhale all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, left arm up. Exhale, pinwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back, to your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here. I'm just switching sides and I'm always facing you guys. Last breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, chair. Exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Taking a breath here. Exhale, release. Adding on. Inhale, finding your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, place it on the mat, the left heel drops down. Inhale, all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, we're gonna find a side angle. So right hand comes to your right quad, left arm is up and over. Sinking the hips down, bending deeply into this right knee. We'll stay here. Left ribs are rotating up to keep your chest open. And left shoulder is drawing down, so it's plugged in. Last breath. Coming back to warrior two just for transition. And then pinwheeling the hands down to the mat. Step back, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Stay where you're at, I'm switching sides. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. Right heel drops down. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, we'll find side angle. Left hand comes down to your left quad, right arm up and over. So chest is rotating up, so these right ribs are rotating up towards the ceiling. Right arm is long in front of us. Left knee stays nice and bent. Breathe in here. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Coming back to warrior two just for transition. And then pinwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back and do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here. Last one. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling, making your way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hips, come up, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Moving on. Inhale, find your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat, left heel drops down. Inhale, all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, find that side angle. Inhale, straighten the right leg. We'll find triangle pose. So right hand can come down to the mat. You can rest it on your shin. There's a nice little tilt in your pelvis here as you're reaching your left arm up. Chest stays nice and open. You just want to make sure you're not putting any pressure on this right knee. You don't want to hyperextend it. Last breath here. And then keep the legs right there they are. Think about squeezing them in and then lifting your torso up and kind of reverse triangle. So left hand can rest on your left leg. Right arm reaches up with your inhale. Exhale, maybe kind of a little more expression to the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean. Last breath here. Exhale. And then pinwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Step your right foot back and do your flow. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling down dog. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Other side. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Right heel drops down the mat. Inhaling all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, find your reverse warrior. And exhale, hinging forward, side angle. Inhale, straighten the left leg, find your triangle pose, and we'll stay. So a little tilt in your pelvis, tilt in your pelvis. Right arm is reaching up, left hand down to the mat, or on that shin. Breathe in here. 2 more breaths. Rotating that chest open. Last breath. And we're moving the legs where they are, with a little bit of squeezing them towards each other. Lift the torso up and take your reverse triangle. Left arm lifts. With your exhale, maybe put a little more expression. Staying here. Exhale. 1 more breath. Exhale. Then inhale, your arms come all the way down to the mat. Unwind, step back, and do your flow. Remember, you can skip any flow that you want and just go directly to down dog. Or you can sneak in a child's pose at any time. With it being a ladder flow, there's lots of vinyasas. Last breath here. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float your way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Take 1 more breath here. And exhale. Moving on. All that again. Inhale, sink the hips, find your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. Left heel down. Inhale, all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, find your side angle. Inhale, straighten the legs, find your triangle pose. And exhale, reverse triangle. Adding on, inhale, straighten your spine, bring your hands into heart center. And with our exhale, we're going to sink towards the back of our mat for Skandasana. So this can stay high here, or like a side lunge. You can bring your hands down towards the mat, or you can sink all the way down for Skandasana. Wherever you're at, if you're sinking all the way down, you'll still want to be a little bit active. So lifting through the pelvic floor, lifting your hips up just a half an inch or so. Your right knee, your right foot are going to be placing up towards the ceiling. They can be flexed or pointed, whatever feels good for you. Another breath here. And then you can stay or add the twist. So if you're down, left hand's going to come down to the mat. Right hand's going to come up. If your hips are high, same thing. Left hand's going to come down. Right hand's going to come up. So wherever you're at, lengthening. And with your exhales, find a little more opening. Breathing here. Last breath. All right, bring your hands back down to the mat. Lift your hips up a little bit as you walk back to the front of the mat. Squaring off the hips. Step your right foot back and do your flow. Inhaling up, dog cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Other side, left foot lifts. Exhale, step forward, place it on the mat. Right heel drops down on the mat. Inhale up, find your warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, straighten the legs, find your triangle pose. And exhale, reverse triangle. Moving on. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Return the spine to neutral. Exhale, bend towards the back of your mat. Skandasana. Again, it can be sunken all the way down, or it can be this half lunge. Wherever you're at, make it active. You're sinking down, lift that pelvic floor, lifting up a little bit. Chest stays nice and open, broad through the collarbones. And if you're sinking down, you want your knee and your foot facing up. Another breath here. And then we'll add that twist. Right hand down to the mat, left hand twists up and open. Staying here. Same thing if you're up high in the side lunge, your left foot can be on the mat to support you as you twist. Last full breath. And then unwind the hands down. Walk them back to the front of the mat. Square off your hips. And step back and take your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back. Down dog. Breathing here. Exhale, release. 2 more breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, separate float your way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips down, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Moving on. Inhale, find your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands and do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat, left heel drops down. Inhale, all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, find your side angle. Inhale, straighten the legs, triangle pose. Exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, straighten the spine, hands come in heart center. Exhale, bend to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, open the arms, find the twist. And exhale, walk towards the front of the mat, finding a low lunge. We'll stay here, one hand on each side of the right leg. Hips are squared, and you pivot on your left foot, so your left heel is up in the air. Breathing here. Think about trying to draw your right hip back and your left hip a little forward so the hips stay nice and even. Broaden through the spine, chest is lifted. You can also take this down on your knee, that feels better. One more breath. And exhale. Left hand's gonna come down on the mat, and the right hand twists up and open for low lunge twist. Breathing here. Also known as dragonfly pose. 2 more breaths. Unwinding the hands down towards the mat. Step your right foot back and take your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Take a breath between sides. Inhale and exhale. Left side, left leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat between your hands. Right heel drops down. Inhale all the way up, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, hinging forward, side angle. Inhale, straighten the legs, triangle pose. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Inhale, hands come into heart center, straighten the spine. And then exhale, we'll bend towards the back of the mat. So that right leg, find your Sandasana. Arms open, lengthen through your spine. Inhale. And exhale, walk the hands back to the front of the mat, finding a low lunge. And we'll stay here. So you're pivoting onto the right toes. So your right toes are on the mat, your right heel is lifted, left foot is forward. You can drop the right knee if you'd like to. Broaden through the collarbones. 2 more breaths here. I don't know about y'all, but my heart's beating pretty fast right now. And then right hand comes down to the mat, and left hand opens up for the twist. So try to keep the hips neutral, and the twist happening from like your belly button up to the crown of your head. Breathing here. Last breath here. And unwind both hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back and take your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Taking 3 breaths. Last breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, sit, float your way up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips, sweep the arms up. Chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. 1 more. And exhale, release. Inhale, sink the hips, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right legs up, lifts up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. Left heel drops down. Inhale all the way up, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hinge forward, side angle. Straighten the legs. Inhale, lengthen triangle. And exhale, lift your torso up, reverse triangle. Inhale, hands come to heart center, straighten the spine. And exhale, hinge towards the back of the mat, Skandasana. Higher low, your twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open up, add the twist. And exhale, walking forward towards the front of the mat, finding that low lunge. The left foot is on the mat, left heel is lifted. Left hand comes down to the mat. Right hand lifts up, find the twist. Exhale, make sure your left hand is nice and firm under your shoulders. Come to the outside of the left foot. Step the right foot back. Find your side plank. We'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Then you're going to take your right foot, see if you can step it behind you, find the flip dog. Hips are lifted, arms nice and long. Get steady here. You can drop your right heel down to the mat, or you can have it lifted. You're still on the outside of your left foot. Last breath here. And then with your exhale, you're going to unwind both hands down to the mat. Keep your right leg all the way around and through under your body, finding the fallen triangle. So our right foot is off to the left side of the mat. Left arm is up. We're in like a fallen triangle or a little bit of a side plank action here. Your right foot is working to be towards the front of your mat. Hips are nice and lifted. Last breath here. And then unwinding, hands come down to the mat. Step your right foot back and take your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Taking a breath. And exhale. Other side, left leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, place it on the mat. Right heel drops down. Inhale all the way up, warrior 1. Exhale, opening up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hinging forward, side angle. Inhale, straighten the legs, triangle pose. Exhale, lift the torso, reverse triangle. Inhale, lengthen the spine, bring it to neutral, hands and heart center. And then exhale, lean towards the back of the mat, Skandasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest, add the twist. Exhale, walking back to the front of the mat, low lunge. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Right hand comes down to the mat, left arm lifts up, adding the twist. And then exhale, make sure your right hand is nice and firm under your right shoulder. And at the outside of the right foot, and step your left foot to meet your right side plank. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot steps behind you. Find your wild finger, flip dog. Swing the outside of the right foot. Your left foot, you can be on the toes, or you have it planted. Finding some length all the way from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Last full breath here. And then unwinding, bring your left hand down to the mat, and then left foot kicks over and through, finding your fallen triangle. So bring your left foot up towards the front of the mat, right hand lifts up, hips are lifting up towards the ceiling. Staying here. Last 2 breaths. And then unwind both hands down to the mat, step your left foot back, and take your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, super float up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, with the arms up, chair pose. And exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Take a breath. Exhale, release. Another breath here. And exhale, release. All right, we've done a lot of movement so far. So we're gonna pair that with a little bit of balancing and stability. Okay? So we're gonna start with an eagle pose. So we'll bend the knees, sinking the hips, arms come up. And then you can wrap your right arm under your left, so fold your arms, or you can hug yourself. Either way, and you're gonna take your right leg, pick it up, cross it over your left. Eagle legs. So squeeze everything in together. Trying to find some stability. Shoulders are dropping down. Elbows are lifting up. Breathing. 2 more breaths. And then we're going to move into a warrior 3. So you can try and keep these eagle arms if you like. Straighten the left leg, lift the right leg up. And then hinging forward slowly as you extend your right leg long behind you. So right foot is going to be flexed, so toes are facing down. And then think about dropping your right hip down so that your hips are nice and flat. Finding some stability here. Breathing. 2 more breaths. And then engage in your core, slowly lifting back up. Return that right leg up in front of you. And then set it back down. Unwind your arms, taking a breath. Exhale, release. We'll start with the other side. Finding that chair pose first, sinking hips, arms come up. This time the left arm comes under right, eagle arms. Once you're steady there, again, you can also hug yourself. Left leg crosses up and over, eagle legs. Once you're there, think about squeezing everything into each other, almost like you're trying to melt your legs and your arms into one unit. Shoulders are down, elbows are lifted. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the arms if you'd like, straighten the right leg, lift the left leg up, and then slowly hinging forward, finding warrior 3 with eagle arms. You can also release your hands down, support yourself. I'm wobbling. Engaging your core, flexing that left foot. Breathing, dropping the left hip down so that hips are both in even. Lift the mat. Last breath. And slowly hinging back up. Leg comes up in front of us. And then release the arms, release the leg. Good job. Taking a breath. And exhale, release. Making our way on. We're going to take a Malasana first. So separate your feet hip width apart or a little wider. The heels are in, the toes are out. Hands can come into heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, sink all the way down, Malasana squat. So once you're here, I'm going to lift your hips up a little bit. And think about with your elbows, running them down a little bit. And then pressing your hips open. Or your legs open, rather to get into your hips. You can stay here. Or if you're feeling like you've got a ton of energy left and you want to take a crow pose, you can. I'm a little out of breath from moving and talking, so I'm going to stay here. But if you're taking your crow, you got 5 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, and last one. And then wherever you're at, we're going to meet in a forward fold, a standing forward fold. So hands come down, hips lift up. You can pivot the toes in so your feet are parallel. And then you can release your head and neck down. Maybe grab your big toe with your peace fingers and release down. If you'd like to, you can have a little bit of bend in your knee, bringing your chest down to your quads. And then arms bend with your elbows out to the side. 2 more breaths. And then releasing your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms come all the way up. And exhale, hands in the heart center. Stepping your feet together. Now we're making our way to our bellies. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank, and then slowly bending your elbows, running down to your chest. Make your way all the way down to your bellies. Once you're there, releasing your toes. So toes are together, heels are slightly apart. Arms are down by your side. We're going to take a couple of locust poses. So releasing your arms out behind your hips. Sorry, my dog is barking. Releasing, so grasping your hands, lengthening through your spine. Take an inhale. And with an exhale, lifting up. Lifting the shoulders up. Lifting the feet. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Release the hands. You can stack the hands. Press your favorite cheek on the hand. Take a breath. And exhale, release. My husband just came in the driveway, which is why my dog's going crazy. Sorry. All right, returning to locust pose. Releasing your head, arms down by your back. Interlace the hands, lengthen. And exhale, releasing up, toes together, heels are slightly apart. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Stacking the hands. This time, rest your left cheek on the hands. Take a breath. Exhale, release. One more breath here. And exhale, release. All right. Unwinding, releasing your head, hands come directly under your shoulder blades. Inhale, up, dogger cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down, dog. Keeper. It's okay, buddy. Taking a breath. And exhale. All right, making your way to your knees. We're going to take a hip stretch. So if you want to take a pigeon, if that's your favorite hip stretch, you can take that. I have planned for deer pose today. So deer pose is a bit of a Z sit. So we'll start with our right leg in front. So your right foot is towards the left side of the mat. Our right knee is on the right side. And then our left foot is tucked in behind us here. Okay? Think about trying to drop the left heel down towards the mat. As you engage through the spine. And breathe here. All right, so you can stay here. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can also have your left leg out front and then stack your right ankle up on top of your leg. So you can stay here in your deer pose. You can walk your arms out long, or you can send your arms over to the right. Releasing that. Sometimes this nice little twist is nice to do. Take 3 more breaths here. And then we'll lengthen up. And then we'll take that on the other side. So left leg twist up and over. Right leg comes behind you. So it's the Z sit, but with your right leg tucked in. So our left knee is on the left side of the mat. Our left foot is on the right side of the mat. Right foot is tucked in, so you can stay here. Or if that's too much, right leg out in front of you, left leg crosses up and over. So staying here. Think about sinking your right hip down. And then you can stay, or you can walk out in front of you, or send your body over to the left. All right, well, you guys stay there. I'm just going to go let the dog out so he doesn't bark during our Shavasana. All right, making your way back up to a seat. Sorry about that. Legs out long in front of you. Spine is nice and long and straight. Taking a breath here. And exhale. And then we'll make our way into a forward fold. So walking our hands in, lengthening down, releasing your head and neck down. Breathing here. Last breath. And then walking your hands in. Hands come behind your hips, fingertips facing your heels. Lift the hips up, reverse tabletop. And releasing the hips down, come back to a seat, Pippin. Taking a breath. And then we'll take a twist. So bending your right leg, left leg is about long, right foot twist. And then we'll take a twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. It's like a chorus of dogs around here today, y'all. I'm sorry. Taking a breath. Exhale, twist. And then unwind. Back to the other side. So right leg is out long, left leg twist up and over. And then we twist around to the left. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, finding some length. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Exhale, release. Unwind your spine and make your way down to your backs for a waterfall. If you have a book or a block, if you don't, you can make fists for wrists and lift your hips up and put them up on the fists. Legs are straight, foot is nice and flexed. You can stay here as long as you'd like. And release the legs whenever you're ready. And make your way into your Shavasana. If you have a wall and you'd rather take feet against the wall, you can do that. Otherwise, making your way onto your backs. Legs out long beside you, or in front of you. Hands beside you, rather. Palms of your hands face up. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. Taking an inhale. Exhale, release. And starting at the top of your head, making your way all the way down. You're going to start in your forehead, release any muscles around your eyes, in your forehead, in your jaw or your cheeks. Then moving your way down to your shoulders, releasing any tension that you have there. Releasing tension in your arms, your fingers, and all the way down to your heart center and your belly. Release any residual tension you have there. Let your hips fall open to the side, releasing your feet. Let any remaining tension that you have let go out the bottom of your feet. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Another deep inhale. And exhale, release. Do a quick scan. If there's anywhere in your body that you've got some residual tension, you can find that. Think about sending breath there to release any of that tension. And then take a few moments in silence and rest, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. When you're ready, you can begin to find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Maybe make some circles with your hands and your feet. And if you'd like, you can take a good morning stretch, bringing your arms up overhead. And then roll onto either side that feels comfortable. You can cradle your head in your arms. Take a breath. And then making your way up to the front of the mat. Any seat that you'd like. Comfortable seat. You can bring your hands into heart center. My little reading for the day that I found is that yoga is not about being good at something. Rather, it's about being good to yourself. And with that, you can bring your hands to your forehead and say namaste. All right, let me unmute everyone. Unmute all, and I'll stop the recording.